Another day, another thought. Welcome out to another edition of the Double Touch Show. Hope you guys are doing well. As you guys know, I'm RJ here together with my co-host KR. KR, what's up, man?
What's up, everyone?
Hey guys, first and foremost, we want to give a shout out and a thanks to everyone that's checking out this show. If this is your first time watching, let us know what you think. Welcome to the Double Touch Show. Of course, thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, comment, and share this video. But most importantly, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel. We see that a lot of you are rewatching our videos, but you're not subscribing. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. We want to get 20 more subs at least 20 more subs this week. Before we proceed, we always give the usual disclaimer, guys. And you can read the full disclaimer down below in the comment section of this video. But remember that this show is to provide entertainment only. We're not your gurus. We're not your life coaches. If you want to get scammed, you should go somewhere else. Here we just discuss different topics and themes, provide entertainment and curious. We are always curious to hear what you think of the topics we discuss as well. This is an open platform, so feel free to let us know what you think. We have a very interesting and hot topic for you today. Topics, plural, actually. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy today's show.
Yes, as RJ said, keep your malarkey to yourself, but come with great points. With that
Respectfully.
being said, respectfully, yes. Thank you for the housekeeping, RJ. As we always started the show,
Bora!
it's showtime, guys. And today, you might have seen it in the thumbnail, we're gonna talk about.
When there's no cops around, anything's legal.
It's a legal topic today, and the cops are showing up. Cops seem to be showing up at places right now, so it's not everything is legal, guys. We will be talking about three topics today, three main topics. We're gonna dive back, take a look back at the previous show. We talked about Carlee Russel. How is she doing? Do we have to create free Carlee shirts? We're gonna talk about Kevin Costner. Should we create also free Kevin Costner shirts?
Just guys, just to be clear, the shirts aren't free.
The shirt will not be free. Yes, this is not. Oh no, I cannot say what we're not. What I can say is you have to pay. And the last topic of today will be, we're gonna look back at one of the reoccurring themes we've talked about, topics. FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. Should we create shirts? Lock them up.
Those shirts we will give out for free.
Guys, it's getting out of hand with that guy. Oh, you're gonna watch it later. So the show will be basically, you guys can check out in the description. You'll find the timestamps. The first part will be the first two topics, and then we're gonna expand on the craziness that has been happening with the FTX, because it doesn't stop. Sam is a gift that keeps on giving. The shirts, by the way, you can find them. No, I'm just kidding. Let's continue, guys. Let me share my screen with you guys. So last week, oh no, we're gonna start first. By the way, I made the mistake. We're gonna start with Kevin Costner.
Okay, we're starting with Kevin
Costner. With Kevin Costner, not with Carlee. Carlee, we're gonna do it as a second topic. But Kevin Costner, let me share my screen with you guys. Kevin Costner, we talked about Kevin Costner in episode 71. We dove into the situation he had with his then ex-wife, or his wife, who filed for divorce. We talked about that whole situation in the context of also him having a prenup or a legal agreement. And we compared that to let's say, the now. Well, I'm not gonna. Jonah Hill. I'm gonna say his name. I'm not gonna dive into too many things. Jonah Hill. We compared his situation with Jonah Hill, who didn't have anything on paper, and that went south.
Yeah.
That went south. This it's also going south, but the other way.
Yeah, and those are two different things, right? So the Kevin Costner, in the Kevin Costner's case, he had a prenup. More and more people are realizing the benefits of having a prenup. But what we've discussed in the show that KaiR is referring to, it's 71, right, KaiR?
71, yeah.
Yeah, it's a full show. Go check it out, guys. Show 71 if you haven't done so already. But in that show, we talked about a different kind of legal document, which is which which is the non-disclosure agreement that a lot of stars are signing. And we even saw that
Well,
Raven
what-
Simone.
Not the stars alone. The person also they are
Yeah. Well, the stars are presenting. What with Raven Simone said before naughty time?
before naughty time. Yes, right before
Right before.
before you start robbing.
Get them riled up, and then they'll sign anything. It's basically what she's as figure of speech, of course. But but yeah, so in that context, we're gonna talk. So, but in that context, we're gonna continue with the story of Kevin Costner, because more things there have been more developments after we published the last show.
Yes, and there have been developments also on our comments, in our comments. People
Comments
are
there.
responding to it.
Yeah.
People are responding with malarkey.
Yeah.
People are responding with logical stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, let me share my screen. There is this Martina Connert, or whatever her name is.
Con
who
arts.
Allegedly.
Sounds like a
And
burner
I'm
account.
the guy that puts us in weird situations. So Martina basically said she is very happy to leave. You have some mental issues, people. She is moving out. Get that straight. Well, she isn't. She wasn't when we posted it, Martina.
No, she wasn't.
I think we also responded on it by saying, well, actually, if you bothered to follow the news instead of coming to our channel with a bunch of malarkey, you would have known that she initially refused to leave. And she did. We're going to talk about a little bit more about this in this show.
She was the one that filed for divorce. And then she said, KaiR, I cannot leave because 30 days, that's unexpected.
And then when
but she was the one that she was the one that filed.
And according to their agreement, their prenup, she had to leave within 30 days. So basically the prenup prevents whoever Kevin would have married to take advantage of the time between filing and closing of the case.
Yeah.
Basically, the prenup prevents chicks from
leeching.
Well, you can put it that way. Yes, leeching. I guess. From leeches, and well,
I mean the significant other. Let's put it that way, because as I've already mentioned, Raven Simone also has one. I don't know who her partner is, but I doubt that she's as famous as Raven is. So,
she's not from the industry. So, well, but yeah, let's take a short look at what happened last time around. If you want the full cover, please go check that number 71.
Yeah,
in our list. Kevin was ordered to pay Christine, which is now his ex-wife, or in process to becoming his ex-wife, a total amount of $129K in child support.
A what? No. Obscene amount, not total.
I didn't read exactly what I just
No, but I said, but you said a total amount. Is that the total
Yeah, that's the amount of child support he will have to pay
per
for
month?
now per month. Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay.
129.
I thought you said total amount. Total.
Well, he also paid her 1 million, 1.2
Yeah,
million.
yeah, but that's
But
different. That's something else, right? So you have the
yeah, that's
that's not
prenup.
child support.
It's not child support. This is child support.
That's
She
child
wanted
support.
248. So which
So
is
she wanted
almost double.
double, yeah, double, yeah.
Allegedly, according to articles I've read or I've seen, Kevin was saying that she put into that. What? This is crazy. Yeah.
What did she do?
She put in that 248. She put also plastic surgery. According to the lawyers of, she
Kevin.
put plastic surgery. She put trainers, personal trainers. She tried to stack on. Tried to stack on the back end.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it is what it is. She filed for divorce. He wasn't expecting it. He was basically hoodwinked or blindsided, how you want to call it. And they are basically now in a battle. They have the final closing of that. They hope to do that somewhere in November. But initially, the agreement was that, like I said, the compound, he owns everything. He owned what he bought. Majority of the stuff she is referring to in her case, he bought before the marriage. So the prenup says, if we separate, you get 1 million, and to buy a new home, which is, I think, I mean, it's more than what she probably had before. But okay, it's not as much. It's alleged that the house she's living in is worth 100 million. So well,
That's whose house? That's
the one they're living in. So the one,
but the one she
the one
okay.
with the boyfriend next door.
Yeah.
That's what I'm referring to. More
Clear.
on that later.
Say
More
no
on that
more.
later.
Say no more.
Let me share my screen with you guys. So he bought that house, I think somewhere in 1999, they say in one of these articles. And she basically is saying, yes, I signed it. Well, she's not using the distress, sign it under duress, sorry. She's not using that, but she's saying he's worth this amount, so he should be paying more child support, or he also has to pay alimony. But also, what she is arguing is that she should get more child support because of the income or the Colorado estate he has, which is worth, according to her, 250 million. What Kevin then offered is, he said, usually they visit the Aspen home 2 weeks in a year. He was willing to give up a week to them
For free.
for free. Usually, as you can see, you pay $36,000 a night. So count how much money he would lose if he wouldn't give her that amount. So that's an additional total to the child support. So the kids can have fun. And look at the view, man.
Beautiful.
Look at this. Oh my God.
Very beautiful.
Very beautiful. And yeah, and it's also said here, she filed for divorce on the 1st of May. And as it says here, they've been in a major battle since over enforcing their 2004 prenup, in which he promised her 1 million towards a new house. So he already put 200K on top of that 1 million.
Yeah.
maybe covering for inflation or the market there is right now. But I mean, it should be enough to buy a shack in LA. Can buy anything with 1 million in LA, but I guess it is what it is. And also, not only that, he would cover the cost of a mortgage, property tax, and insurance for a year. But she had to vacate his property within 30 days. Christine is challenging the prenup, claiming he's worth 400 million and he should pay at least some part to her. RJ, should he pay?
Um, well, before I answer that question, all I have to say is, or at least I want to quote the philosopher Canius of the Westus, of Canius of Westeros. If you are not a punk, scream, we want prenup. We want prenup. A deal is a deal. In my opinion, a deal is a deal. I don't know to what extent the fact that Kevin is worth more plays a role, but and I think I made this comment as well in the past. I mean, I'm not very familiar with cases of alimony cases, especially celebrity alimony cases, because their situation is always different, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not like your normal. I mean, a majority of people are not on that level and do not have those type of problems. But it always surprises me how someone will sign something at the beginning of the relationship and then try to get out of it. I think that Kevin should comply with the prenup, because yeah, I mean, that's what they agreed upon, but it seemed as though Kevin was always willing to comply with the prenup. It was the ex-wife that was not. She was the one that refused to get out, etc., etc. Now she wants more. I think, to me, what's more important, KR, is the kids. And if you get 100 and what was it, 129,
129.
uh,
Three kids,
3 kids.
13, 15, and 14, I think. On top
Yeah,
of my
so
head.
that should be enough. And Kevin is paying for the house. So if you can take care of the house and you can take care of the kids, then I don't see what the problem is. Why you should, especially, and you have like, I know you have like no fault states, divorce states, and I mean, I believe those are states where if it's your fault that the marriage is over, then you lose certain rights or whatever. I'm not really keen. I'm sure about that, or what it entails exactly. But what I do know is that the the f- she Kevin didn't want to divorce. She
Yeah.
wanted to divorce.
He came back from the Yellowstone taping.
Project to come. Yeah, exactly. He didn't want to divorce. She wanted to divorce. She filed for divorce.
He came
She
back.
wa-
Oh, no.
she wants to leave. Okay. She's the one that's been spending, according to the articles we showed in the last show. That's why, if you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out, because you might not understand everything completely if you haven't checked out the previous show. But in the last show, we talked about the fact that there was a millionaire renting a house,
Guest house. Yep.
a guest house on the property, and that
A longtime friend, by the way.
a longtime friend, and that an ex, and that the then wife of Kevin Costner was visiting him frequently, just walking in. I mean, he's a neighbor, right? So she was just walking in, and now that they're divorced, well, gonna let that over, because those were just rumors, right?
They were rumors, and they were denied that
and they
they
were
were.
denied. Yeah.
Yes, we talked about this. Go
In
check
the-
that previous show because
yeah,
we covered a lot of stuff already.
Yeah.
They denied that there was anything wrong. Kevin kicked them out of the guest house. That would have already sounded an alarm.
yeah. Because if I have a problem with my wife, why would I kick out the person renting the guest house? That's a stream of income, right?
64,000 a month.
A month.
A month. But someone was whispering sweet things in someone's ears while her husband was taping the Yellowstone series. And now we see what is really happening. Kevin Costner's ex on vacation with his friend. It's always the worst case scenario. Your longtime friend
Is the guy you know.
was
Yeah,
always plotting
yeah,
on your wife.
yeah.
You trust the guy with your wife. The question you have to ask yourself now is, was he paying the rent to live in the house? Or was he paying you rent to rent something else from you, Kevin? It must hurt when you heard that your friend is paying rent.
Yeah.
And I'm not suggesting anything. I'm not saying anything, guys, about a interaction or whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah.
Kevin, that's 64,000. Gotta ask yourself. That dude was paying it to whisper sweet things in your wife's ear while you wasn't there.
He was paying you 60. How much was it?
64,000.
He was paying you 64,000, and your wife the remaining 5.
She was cozying up to him. He was sitting there saying, Kevin ain't worth it. That
Yeah.
ain't your guy. Come to me. Come here, baby.
It was the 65,000. The 64,000 was guaranteed money. The 5,000 was incentives.
Hey, yo, well, life is wild, my dude. Life is wild.
As Chris Rock said in one of his special, it's always the man you know. You know him. He's been to your house. He's eaten your food.
He's laughing
He's the
with
one-
you.
He's the one. He's the
You
one.
drinking beers together. He's
He's
your
the-
boy. You think, oh, he's gonna help me protect my wife when I'm not there. But he's banging your wife when he's not there. Sorry, I have to say it, guys. I had to go there. Allegedly. According to the articles, he was banging the wife. Come on, man.
But as we talked about, as we mentioned in the previous show, the girlfriends went in the news and said, well, not literally, but so in news articles citing statements made by the friends of the ex-wife, or I don't think she's an ex-wife yet, right? But of the woman.
A strange wife? Is that the way you put
A
it?
strange wife, yeah, a strange wife. They said that the rumors are false. Okay.
False.
So we here should do some fact checking. Look how I set it up.
So, anyway, let's do the fact checking. Your boy, your boy is out here in Hawaii. First, he was tackling her in your house. Yo, dude, what the heck? He was tackling her in your house. Then tackling her in your rental. And now she's getting the child support and he's tackling her with your money in Hawaii.
In Hawaii. Yeah.
Tackling, you can use any other word in there.
That ends with ing. It's a verb, man.
It's a verb. Yes. So here we have them. It is what it is, man. Is this Connor? Oh, dude. Damn, Kevin. Hate it to be you, man. Hate it to be you, man. And now he's trying to basically get back at her by requesting 100,000 in lawyer fees back. She claimed it's unjustified because he tried to kick her out before the hearing in November.
The only reason in November, the only reason why they went to court in the first place was because she wasn't upholding her end of the deal as it relates to the prenup. So
yeah, it's horrible. But she's moved out. She is moving out, and it is what it is. As you can see here, the U-Haul is packing everything and moving the stuff to another location, which is also owned by Kevin. A lot, not far away, with a tiny house on it. So, guys, yeah, only thing we can say is we'll have to wait till November to hear what happens with Kevin, but they are still in a very messy situation. And I think she is banking on they made this. Maybe this is maybe you can say something more about this. Do lawyers make it on purpose more messy so that the one who has more leverage or financial leverage try to settle in order to remove this off the
table
of the media?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if
you leak stuff. You
litigation is a tool. You can use that tool for different reasons. You shouldn't misuse the tool. Right? Ethically speaking, you shouldn't misuse the tool. The tool is there to help solve problems between people. Now, the challenge is that at the end of the day, it is a body. So the judicial system is a body with its set of rules, set of procedures, and of course it has its limitations, because of course you're dealing with people. It's not accessible at all times. You have planning, you have certain procedures. So that means that you might be in the right, but to get to be found or at least to get a verdict in your favor, a judgment in your favor, takes time. And sometimes, especially parties that do not have the strong legal position, might try to milk it out, because they know that if the trial goes to court quickly, they will lose quickly. So if they try to milk it out, then they can let the other party spend money, and sometimes they know that the other party doesn't have the money to pay, so the person will settle, or they know that the other party doesn't have the time to waste on the case and they know that they will settle. So it's always the one that it's most of the times is the it's most of the times it's the one that does not have the stronger legal position that will try to use the systems and procedure as leverage in order to try to
That is
drag the case on as much as possible, thereby creating a trying to create a urgency for the other party to sign. We talked about it in, or there's a good example is the show we talked the show the story we covered in a couple of shows, which is the story about the case between Michael Irving and uh Hilton. Is it Hilton?
no,
No,
it's
it's Marriott, the
Ma-
Marriott.
yeah, Mary.
So that case, so there you could that's a classic case where doesn't it's pretty obvious that Marriott has a very weak position, but they were filing motions and trying to, drag the case out because they know that the sooner they go to court, the sooner they will lose. So yeah,
Mm.
sometimes people do misuse the system.
And Michael is the collateral damage. Guys, go check out that playlist. We have, I think it's like 60 videos in that playlist.
It's a
So
lot. Yeah, it's a
we
lot. Yeah.
discussed every aspect and we broke down everything that happened. And since then, we haven't had heard a lot of this case. So until when there is more updates, we will of course cover it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is. We wish Kevin and his ex-wife good luck, as we say at the show, because luck they will need to finalize it without getting more messier. Let's take a look at the second topic. The second topic we are discussing was also a previous show. We are talking about Miss Carlee Russel, who was basically kidnapped. Well, she never said she was kidnapped.
No.
It was the assumption of everyone else. What she was doing was basically playing hide and seek, but no one caught up to it. And
Yeah,
now she's in a bind.
Yeah, it's everyone's fault. It's everyone's fault that they thought that she got kidnapped.
Yes, it is. It is what it is. And now she's facing. Well, before I go, I'll say what she's facing. She was charged on Friday for filing a false police report. And
Say
for
it ain't
that,
so.
For that, she is now facing up to, 2 misdemeanors. 2 misdemeanors. And she's now facing up to 2 years in jail and $12,000 in fines. She was released from jail right after posting $2,000 bond. So basically, we talked about this also in that show. We closed it out with basically saying that probably she will get charged because we looked at other cases that point out that not only, that this, even if she gets shot, it's not racial. There have been other women as well from other races that also one got 18 months. Go check that end of the show. RJ,
Yes.
anything you want to add on this charge? You want to see the mugshot, by the way? Here's the mugshot.
That's not the mugshot.
That's her mugshot.
Are you serious?
Yes. From Friday.
Okay. I mean,
So
she looks innocent there, so who knows? What I think is
don't believe that. Guys, don't believe the smile and a summer dress because you'll get yourself in trouble. Continue,
Yeah.
Audrey.
Yeah. What the because the we all had the suspicion when she filed a false police report, that's you can be punished for that. So yeah, it's I think that she will be jailed, and I think that I mean we have to hold people accountable, right? So I don't think it's about color. I think if you do something, you should get punished. If you do something like that, if you know scare people, if you create distress, this was a national story. So you created distress. You create maybe oh man. Hey, the news, the media is cruel, man. Maybe they knew that the chances of this blowing up in their face was big, so they covered it because they know that it was going to be it's going to be drama. And
Let's only say there is other interesting news during the same week.
yeah,
But
but
yeah, we're not gonna cover those because those
those
don't result in views. It's you
no,
guys to choose.
you guys don't want to watch it. Well, the but I think the fan base of I forgot his name, man. Lizard Man. He will he
Continue, please.
yeah. So maybe you guys want to watch. You guys want to watch those stories on oh yeah on Alex's podcast or his
Oh, you're
platform or
talking
not?
about Alex Jones. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna say something else.
No,
That's why
no,
I,
no,
I
no,
I started looking down. Like,
no,
what are we going here? What are we going here? Are you trying to tank us?
no, no.
You're
But
trying to do an Ocean Gate with the channel.
no, no.
Put me under pressure.
No, man. But I'm just saying
Okay.
it's very yeah. I think if you do something, you should get
Yeah,
punished.
yeah.
And yeah,
People usually think you can do crazy. Look at, for example, the whole Justice Smollett stuff, right? It's the same thing. He filed a false police report. Why the heck is he still fighting it? Everything is pointing towards, dude. Everything is pointing towards those two Nigerian boys or guys, no boys, guys, who basically punched them up after they were hired by him, and he didn't even pay the full amount.
they
He
did it.
scammed them, and to the point right now they were doing media rounds to get some of the money back.
Yeah.
They
It's a
they even did
crazy
a Fox
world we
News
live.
documentary on this,
It's a
man.
crazy world we
What are
live
we
in.
do? Yo, by the way, when is Justice case going forward, man? This is also a thing, man. Just sit down for 6 months, a year,
Get it over with. Yeah.
repay the community because everyone was up in airs
Yeah.
thinking there was a MAGA wearing dude, MAGA hat wearing dude who was putting nooses around people's
And bleach.
necks. In a dude on a stormy night in the middle of December,
Winter.
I think. Winter,
It
yes.
was winter. It was winter. I don't know if it was December, but it was winter.
Anyways, it was in the winter, and in addition, he found himself a well-known guy. Come on, man.
You can't
What are
make
the
this up.
chances? What are the
You
chances?
can't make this up. Yeah.
But yeah, so I think she will probably set a year, and she'll find in 2 years they
Jesus.
will. Huh? Well,
Jesus.
I don't know if she'll find Jesus, but she'll find a simp to help her after she comes out. And I mean, find your simp, Carlee. This is from your uncles at Double Touch. Find yourself to help you back on your feet.
Yeah. The guy. Yeah. The guy didn't stay. His her boyfriend.
Her current boyfriend press eject, press on the
Hey,
eject button
yo.
real quick.
Hey, is His current boyfriend is his previous boyfriend now.
Oh, was this a test? Was she testing his loyalty? Are you down? How do they say in rap songs? Are you down? Are you
Down.
going to hold me down while I'm locked up?
You ready, B?
He
Let's
was
go
like,
get him.
nah, I'm good. I'm not gonna wait 2 years for you, baby.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Cry.
He thought he was with Clyde. He was with Clive. Clive said, "I'm done, man. I'm not a
Anyway,
ride or die."
hey, it is what it is. She'll probably have to sit. I don't know if we're gonna cover doing full shows or not. Maybe we'll get small updates here and there.
Yeah, if
But-
you guys want us to keep tracking the developments in this show and
Yeah.
talk about it, let us know. If you have other stories that are interesting as well, or that you would want us to comment on, please let us know as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And by the way, guys, before we continue, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button down below, it really helps us to get our videos out there to more people as we're trying to spread the word.
Yes, the gospel.
Yes, we're trying to spread the word and the gospel.
Yes, combination.
Combination from the 6 and the 7s. Anyway, guys, remember to follow us on all our social media, Instagram and Facebook at The Double Thought Show. And of course, don't forget to hit on that subscribe button. We see that 95% of you guys are not subscribed yet. You're also watching continuously. So there's something not totally going right there. Press on that subscribe button. It really helps us reach our goals, as RJ already said. We have a couple of goals, and we have plans, guys. We have new teams coming up, new thumbnail designs, but it's all in development. If you guys press on the like button, not the like button, not only the like button, but also on the subscribe button, it really helps us get traction, and also sharing the stuff out there helps. I guess someone is sleeping again. Don't forget to share our videos.
I wasn't
your
sleeping.
friends,
I had
family.
nothing to say. I had nothing
You
to
have
say.
nothing to say. I thought you were going to say something, but I guess you fell asleep.
No, you said it. I don't know if that's not the way to set up, man.
Well, anyway, guys. Sometimes the show goes left. We agree on certain things, and I might fall asleep. But sometimes, more often, my co-host behind the wheel, and now I'm trying to catch the steering wheel to drive to the right location.
Yeah.
Guys, don't forget to press.
We're gonna play back, man. Guys, let us know. Let me know if you thought that KR left space for me to say something.
I
Man.
left
Come
like
on.
I left like 10 seconds, 50 seconds. You have to jump into the space in order to continue. But hey, I'm not gonna sit here and wait till you wake up and then we're already crashed into the wall. Come on, man. Hey, guys, if you like the stuff we're releasing on a weekly basis, don't forget to share the video with your friends, family, and also don't forget to distract your enemies with our videos so you can
You only jab.
test out your jab, your reach.
Okay.
You gotta test out your reach. See how far they are from you. Because they are close, right? You're sharing with them. So anyway, guys, let's continue with the second part of the show.
That's
The
how you need
second
to.
part.
That's what Kevin had to do.
Which
Every
Kevin?
time, Kevin Costner. Every time,
He did.
every time the friend was in the vicinity of his wife, he should have done that, man. Just jab.
Yo, this is crazy. And we're going off the rails right now, but It's not where we're supposed to go. But guys, could you imagine? You rent your space. You have a guest home. You think I'm gonna invite my friends to take care, so I have someone I can trust to
On the
take care of
property.
your wife, to take care of my wife on my compound, because I'm recording, I'm making money for the family. And then your friend turns around and take care of your wife, not how you're supposed to live.
And still apparently not paying her because he's still asking money from you. So it's
Well, I don't think you start trying to get caught in some in some ring with that starts with a P. Anyway, allegedly,
allegedly, guys.
allegedly, guys. Read the description. Read the description. This disclaimer says it's all entertainment. Let's continue with another entertaining story, which is Sam and the FTX crew. Sounds like a rap crew. Guys, we have a full 61 video playlist about FTX, when it all started, the whole mutual friends.
Lovers,
Wait a second. This is
lusters.
for those who are on Instagram, a polyester relationship. If you've seen the meme, they were trying to wear each other out. I guess you guys, if you don't understand, I think maybe if you Google, you YouTube it, you can find it as well. The guy they were saying he said a polyester relationship. He was trying to say polyamorous. And then when they explained to him
But
what
yeah,
polyester is, he said, "Oh, I know what it is. I was trying to say I can wear them both."
no, that's not what he said. He said, yeah, I know what polyester is. I said polyester because I wear them out.
I'll wear them. Anyway, guys, let me go back to this. We're going off the rails right now. Well,
Yo,
Sam was
Oh,
trying
man.
to wear everyone out.
Yeah.
Everyone was getting it within FTX and also the customers.
Literally and metaphorically speaking.
Metaphorically, we have 61 videos on this. We have been covering this since the early beginnings because we assumed that there was some foul play going on. We assumed because of the way it all unfolded. And it shows that there was some weird stuff happening at FTX. And yet, here we are again with the latest developments. And let's take a look at Joe Rogan, who talks about one of the latest developments. Let's take a look. Can you hear anything?
No, I can't hear it.
This is funny because I see the. Oh, wait a second. Let me go back. Well, can you say something while I'll try to get this back playing?
Yes. Yeah, well, the FTX, we've covered it. We have various shows on FTX, as KaiR said. The interesting thing about FTX is that, yeah, I can hear it now, is that, no, I cannot hear it, actually. But the interesting thing, check. Yeah, the interesting thing about, I'm hearing an echo. Can you hear an echo?
Probably, if you can hear it, it's there.
Yeah.
But I cannot. I don't know. I'm not sure what is happening here.
Yeah.
Let me stop sharing my screen again.
Check. Yeah. I think the echo is gone. Yeah, the echo is gone.
Okay.
So what I was saying was that we talked about this in the previous show. SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried fraud. has been detained, and he has been transferred to the US. He's been detained in, where was it? Was it the Cayman Islands, KR?
Bahamas.
The Bahamas. Yeah, he was detained. He was transferred there. We have shows about that. But what's very interesting about that story is actually that they let him go. A lot of people were very furious because we're talking about, I mean, at its peak, FTX was valued at approximately 16 billion, if I'm not mistaken, US dollars. And people were angry that he received bail, that he could actually go out of, that he didn't need to remain locked up pending his trial. Because people were like, yo, this person uh, caused a lot of people to lose a lot of money. He negatively affected investors, negatively affected clients, the people that endorsed him, people like Tom Brady, Giselle Bündchen, the Miami Heat. You know, there are a lot of people and companies who were supportive, who were promoting the company. And the only thing that SBF was allegedly or apparently talking about in jail was how clever he was, how clever let's say he was talking about the clever solutions he found as the owner, and you know, the intellectual mind behind FTX. So instead of talking about the losses, he was only bragging about the good things. Now, we said it on this show, the moment that he successfully posted bill, that it wasn't, that we could not understand why they let him go. Shortly after, it was rumored that, or it appeared in the newspapers that he was,
The other people in back.
yeah, I can hear it now.
Okay.
Yeah, it was posted in the newspapers that he logged in on the website through a VPN, and he was saying that he was watching the NBA finals. If you look at
NFL,
him,
NFL,
no,
NFL.
the NFL was the Super Bowl.
Does he look like someone
No,
who watches
not
NFL?
the Super Bowl. It was the conference finals, right?
Yeah,
I think.
conferences for
Yeah.
finals. Yeah.
He doesn't
Conference.
look like. That's what I was about to say. He doesn't look like someone that can spell the word sports. So I don't know why. I don't know why he's still free now. KR is KR in today's show. in today's show. So now,
Why
case
didn't you have
in,
to fight like that?
case in point, KR's gonna talk about, you know, more. I don't know if it's in the videos that's coming out, but we're gonna talk about the 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 consequences of letting someone like FTX remain free. Let him
SBF.
go. SBF remain free, and give him access to devices like laptops, computers, and so
Yeah, we're
computers
gonna
and
talk
so on.
about this. We're gonna talk about this later as well. Yeah, the video we're gonna look at is more about the latest development, which is charges being dropped. Let's take a look.
Just-
Off of all charges.
That's totally not corrupt.
No,
By the
but
way, he deserves to be free.
you think he deserves
Yeah, go
to be
back
free?
to doing meth and hanging out with that.
Oh,
That
wait a minute.
deserves to be
Let
free.
me go back. a
So,
little
all right. So, Sam Bankman-Fried,
Just got off of all charges.
off of
What?
all charges.
That's totally not corrupt.
No,
By the
but
way, he deserves to be free.
you think he deserves
Yeah, go
to be
back
free?
to doing meth and hanging out with that little floozy in that house that you had with 40 other people and banging each other.
Occasionally, when he would be in court in a suit, I would be like, "Oh, that's so cute. He's got a suit on." It's kind of like, you know, a boy at a bar mitzvah for his
Right.
confirmation.
Right.
It's just like, oh, look at him in a suit.
Like a real man.
But all right, let me ask you this.
Feds drop campaign contributions charge against Sam Bankman-Fried. But is that all his charges about everything? Are there other charges that are still available, or is he a free man now?
I think they said he had to get a haircut, which is really weird.
Okay, federal prosecutors are dropping campaign finance violation charges against alleged crypto crook Sam Bankman-Fried over a legal snafu in his extradition from the Bahamas to the U.S. Still faces 12 other charges, in the
Okay.
case. 5 more of those counts are still in question because they were added after he was extradited. It seems to me like the fix is in.
Well, let me ask you this. All right, so a logical, any comedian would look at that and go, "All right, so somebody in the Justice Department was like, he donated a lot to our people. Let's make this go away." But here's a question I have. So there is that that level of corruption, but do you look at that level of corruption and see it as
Yeah, so basically what happened is, as you could see, he had about 16 charges. But the thing is, after they initially charged him with, I think, 8 counts or 8 different charges, and then they started adding stuff to beef up their case with a lot of, let's call it, shady stuff that was happening around FTX. Yeah, we talked about this as well. He was donating. Maybe you said it when I left. He was donating to the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, and also doing it through other people. Basically, what Pras was doing. Pras got caught up in something similar.
Yeah, Pras of the Fugees. Yeah.
Of the Fugees. He got caught up for donating. He was basically the path to the donations. He was donating money of someone else who stole the money. And well, I guess these charges are being dropped, mainly what it seems like because they were added after the extradition. They were not added before.
Yeah. But we're not talking, but that's not all. It's not, there are still charges pending.
Yes.
And I believe it was at one point, there was like 12 charges, right? Something like that. And I talked about it. I don't remember if you recall, KaiR, but I talked about the strategy that prosecutors often use, which is trying to pin as much as possible, or let me put it in a different way, trying to throw as much as possible and hope as much claims as possible and hoping that a few of them will stick. So they knew from the get-go, they probably knew from the get-go which claims are valid and that are strong claims and which aren't.
Did they add those basically to let people know what kind of shady stuff he was doing? Because think about it. Of course, if they would have taken more time to write out the extradition, all the charges they have, they could have added those before filing the extradition, and then it would be legal. Right now, it's not legal, and they added it later on. Were they just getting the word out that the guy was?
I don't know what
more shady than Slim.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know what the
strategy,
the formalities are, the formal requirements are, the procedural requirements relating to, let's say, bringing charges to bring charges. But what I do think is that a lot of things were uncovered during the investigation. Especially when the other co-founders and or close colleagues and friends of and lovers of Sam,
ex-lovers
SBF,
sworn enemies these days,
after they agreed to corroborate with to collaborate with the Justice Department and with the prosecutor in order to bring SBF down. So it's it's like, I don't think that they had everything at the start. I really can't say why they did it like that, but it does.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, continue.
Now I wanted to ask, like, were they scared that he would try to flee? and they wanted to act fast so that he doesn't flee from Bahamas to maybe another country that doesn't have an extradition. Because
Maybe, but
I mean, the boy had cake,
yeah.
so
But I
he
mean,
could arrange things, paying some officials off. You know how it goes.
yeah.
Allegedly,
I think that
well, he was doing it all over the place with China as well. So maybe it's not that alleged. The guy knew where the pockets were to put the right coins
yeah.
in.
I think that I forgot what I was about to say. Actually, your question was, what was your question again?
Where they were scared that he would
Oh yeah,
flee to another country
yeah. I
without
mean,
extradition.
yeah. I mean,
agreement.
so you're saying that. So you're asking whether or not they.
And which was the reason why they didn't do the full research and then requested the extradition.
Maybe.
And they were like, you know what, let's put the 8 now, the ones we know, and then let's try to add the ones. Hey, let's see if he gets him good lawyers or idiots. That's true. I guess he got some good lawyers.
He could afford better lawyers than Praska. That's for sure. He can
Well,
afford
that's for
better.
sure. Well, that's for sure. Well, allegedly they are better. You never know what these lawyers might sue us for claiming they're not good at their job.
It's just our opinion.
Anyway, talking about the defense, because before we talk about the crazy stuff the guy has been doing lately, the defense of Sam Bankman is, according to a lawsuit, funded by misappropriated money from Alameda. Guys, that's a what's the gunslinger's name again? Brett Favre joke. That's a Brett Favre joke. Maybe I shouldn't use that word, but hey, maybe it will pass through the system of YouTube. Guys, allegedly, according to the lawsuit, Sam Bankman is paying his legal fees of his legal defense team using 10 million that was stolen from the FTX sister hedge fund Alameda Research. The complaint filed in Delaware bankruptcy court, shout out to Delaware, on Thursday divulged that a so-called Bankman gift transfer for 20 million was made from Bankman-Fried's FTX account to his father's personal account on the FTX US exchange. So the man was spreading the love, or was he basically setting the money aside for what is coming? I guess we'll know soon enough during the case. Not only that, by the way, what we do know is that the prosecutors say that Sam has been harassing key witnesses. The man has had an interview with the New York Times. And what happened is, during those interviews, the man leaked internal the journal that was kept by Caroline Ellison. And New York Times, of course, published it. And basically, the prosecutor correctly surmised, that the entries were provided to the Times by Sam Bankman-Fried, fraud, who had access to the writings, which were kept on Google Docs. What are we doing? What are we doing? The guy, they were basically, I think we talked about this also in the past, where they were basically doing everything with either cheap programs, cheap SaaS solutions, They were keeping account, doing the accounting of $1 billion company in a almost freemium version of a accounting system, and now they are also keeping journals in Google Docs that are accessible to others in the company. What are we doing, guys? What are we
It's-
doing over here?
It's a horizontal organization.
Well, there was
No
more that
corporate
was.
No corporate governance, no board of no supervisory board, nothing. It was a free for all.
It's a free for all, and talking about free for all. But before we continue about the free for all, so the guy leaked the documents saying, "I'm trying to share my part of the story, my side of the story." Simultaneously, he also know that he's basically defaming a government witness. What are we
Yeah.
Well, the lawyer said he's sharing his side of the story. He should be able to. Well, he was the only one who thought so, because the and it is true. It is true because he was the only one who thought so. The prosecutor tried to get him locked up until trial. And what happened is that was last Thursday, from what I recall. Let me see. Yeah, it's Wednesday, and the judge imposed a gag order that was previously requested by the prosecutor, which cites that he is not allowed to communicate with the media after this one. So they gave him the space. Now he's leaking. You give him a finger and he will take your whole arm, it seems like. I mean, it's crazy if you think about it. Let me see.
Even if you don't think about it, it's crazy.
It's crazy. The lawyer.
Yeah.
The lawyer said, let me zoom in for you guys. Let me zoom in. You can make this up.
I'm very mindful.
Mark Cohen.
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
I
Shout
zoomed
out,
in.
shout out to Kanye, man.
A lawyer for Bankman-Fried.
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
Said his client was trying to merely protect his reputation by
Yeah.
communicating with journalists.
Yeah.
And that it really would be almost impossible to prepare for the October 2nd trial if Bankman-Fried was jailed.
Let me read it again. A lawyer for Bankman-Fried said his client was trying merely to protect his reputation by communicating with journalists publicly, and that it really would be almost impossible to prepare. It's amazing, man. It's amazing how
How you framed it.
yeah.
Because hey, I've seen cases, I've heard of cases of people being locked up while the lawyer is preparing the case.
Usually,
So I don't know.
yeah. I mean, and he's a flight risk. He has too much influence to be a free man, in my opinion. He should be in jail.
Hey, it's crazy. It's crazy if you think about it, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. He pleaded, of course, not guilty. And allegedly, according to this article, the man had more than 1,000 calls with journalists. 1,000 phone calls. A 1,000. Basically trying to rehabilitate his reputation. I think they are trying to. Maybe I'm seeing the strategy already. Will the strategy be that everything will be pointed towards Allison? Are they setting it up? the play and let it skip, let it develop, skip.
Let it develop, Skip. Let the play develop, Skip.
They are trying to set it up. But how can they set it up if are they going to blame a witness for everything that happened? How can that, Ajay? How do you see this happening?
Well, I think that it's more like if I'm going down, I'm taking you down with me. That's what I believe.
Hmm.
There will definitely be some. I mean, that's a strategy if you have two people who both they teamed up to to do a crime or something illegal. The best strategy would always be to try to split them up. So that's why you see that they interrogate them separately. Sometimes I believe a cop can even lie. I think in certain states, at least. If I'm not, I don't know. I thought I heard someone say it or mention it somewhere. So I
Maybe
can't.
maybe it's not lie. You ingrain fiction in truth.
Yeah, so saying like your partner is talking right now. Your partner said that you did it. Things like that. That's which I think that a cop
No,
is
he
a li-
didn't.
I
No,
think
he didn't. He's a mute. Or
no.
or or he's gonna sit there and say,
I've seen him do it.
Yeah, I think that yeah. So they are there. I think cops do have like the
the creative freedom
yeah to not to make those type of statements.
to
I
write
believe.
a
I'm
new
not.
script.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but what I was saying is that so usually what you want to do is you want to try to let those two people to break that bond and let them become enemies. Let them think, oh, the other one thought started talking, things of that nature.
Yeah.
And in this case, Allison is, I think, relatively safe in the sense that she has a deal with the prosecutor and ordered I don't know if it's the Justice Department, but that she would have immunity or partial immunity. I don't know what exactly the deal is in exchange for providing information that can bring down Sam Bankman-Fried fraud. And I think that the what he's now you're just seeing, two people who used to work together just bashing each other. That's basically what you're seeing.
You're
And
seeing it also with Kevin Costner.
in what sense?
Two people that were working with each other now bashing each other and
Yeah,
trying to bash each other's calls in. I don't know which one it is, but
yeah. Well, in this case, you will probably try to shift the blame on other people because Allison was, I think, wasn't she a
she was
board
the CEO
member?
of Alameda.
Yeah, she was the CEO of Alameda. So, as
And
the
that's where
CEO,
the whole the problem started, the leak started.
yeah, so you'd have a different entity that's not FTX. That was actually being run by the former girlfriend of SBF, which is Allison. And of course, he will now try to say, yeah, but she's the board member. She's the director, the CEO, and she's entitled to do, or at least she's the one responsible, or she was the one responsible for running the company, and she should be held liable if something went wrong. That's not a unlikely scenario that might take place in the courtroom.
And since we're talking about Caroline Ellison, might as well continue because she was paying herself while Alameda was going down. She paid herself $22.5 million in bonuses while the 10 billion hole was created. Think we talked about this in a previous show. is that even the people who are cooperating, their hands might be as dirty as whoever they are standing in that courtroom and pointing out, saying,
I've seen him do it.
they might be as dirty or even dirtier. Well, I don't know if it's dirtier.
And Allison is like, yeah, you know what?
This is going down the drain. Let me put something in my pocket.
Yeah.
before-
Yeah. And Allison is like, yeah, but I have a deal. So I'm just gonna start talking and snitch on my former boyfriend. And SBF is like, yeah, you think you're lucky you have a deal because I have the power and influence to pay and get out of jail. I can post bail, but you don't have the same power and influence. And if you didn't have a deal with the government, then
Because you'd be in jail.
you'd be in jail, and I wouldn't.
Hey man, it's crazy. It's crazy. And like I said, everyone was wiring funds to themselves, dude. It's the whole story is beyond me. Even if you say the crypto scene is not regulated, the
Don't-
whole
You don't expect this
you
For-
don't
for a company with a
regulation-
16 billion valuation. You don't expect this recklessness.
this is recklessness. They are moving money around that's not theirs, moving from you don't need regulations to get people to pay for the transgressions they make, the stealing. It is pure stealing, well, allegedly stealing. You cannot make it up where you have the funds of the customers being transferred from point A to B while in your own terms and of services you say you're not going to do it, then turn around and then put that same money to buy property in Bahamas, to give your parents some money, you give your uncle some money, you give the co-worker some money.
You run
give-
a $600,000 tap on
Oh, that's
DoorDash.
also. I mean, it's
DoorDash.
crazy. It's crazy, man. So, but I mean, there are also a couple of small stories out there. Basically, what happened? There was also revealed that the Tom Brady deal was revealed. They had a 50 million deal together. Tom was going to be paid in FTX coins or FTX shares, all you want to call it, and Giselle would have gotten, like, I think 18 million or something like that. People were saying Taylor Swift denied the FTX, but apparently Sam was the one who pulled the plug. So everyone was on this.
Yeah.
People were saying, "Oh, Taylor was the shows. She showed integrity and well, that's what they say, right? I'm not saying anything. According to the people were saying on social media, you see, she's not to be bought by FTX, but apparently it's already signed, and it was SBF who pulled the plug on that deal. And last but not least, I don't know if I have to believe this, but according to the New York Post, FTX wanted to buy a Pacific Island nation and build an apocalypse bunker on it. Basically trying to save save the I don't know if it's trying to save or put the whole group together. So they have a unlimited amount of polyester relationships while everyone is going down like the Ocean Gate Titan.
The
I don't know.
polyester relationships. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Guys,
That-
it's a joke. It's a joke. It's if you don't understand it, go watch back.
Yeah. Go check.
If you
Yeah.
just go check.
If you're
it
not
out, man.
watching the full show, check out the full show. But
yeah,
it's an issue.
it's I mean, what can you say about this whole thing, man? The whole Sam Bankman, it's getting crazier and crazier. These guys are moving money around, like I said, playing with other people's money. People have worked hard to earn it, and you're sitting there moving it around like it's your own money. RJ.
Yes. You want my thoughts on this? Well, I don't know what else there is to say, KR. This is, let me put it like this. You always think that you've reached the final, that the let's say that everything has played out, and now you're just waiting for court case to take the litigation, the outcome of the court case. But there's just so many things going on and a lot of speculations. I really doubt that. I really don't think FTX is SBF is gonna is not going to prison. He's going to have to serve time. Yes, we've seen some charges dropped, but let's stay rational. He will go to jail because there are a couple of them that will stick, especially seeing as how especially with the information that the prosecutor has, thanks to the previous partners in more ways than one of SBF. Now, yes, he's trying to he's trying to throw as many punches as possible while being in the dark, hoping that you will catch someone slipping, but at the end of the day, he might wiggle off some dirt, but he will still remain dirty, man. I mean, he'll still remain dirty. The question is, what's interesting for me to know is whether or not Allison, so what deal Allison has with the prosecutor.
That's a good question.
Because and to what extent the prosecutor will say, yeah, you know what, she collaborated with us, so we will not pursue her despite these things not being part of the settlement or of the agreement. Because maybe they will say, yeah, well, A to G falls into the agreement we have. But now we're talking about H, I, and J. These three elements do not form part of the agreement. So we'll not prosecute you for this, but we will prosecute you for, I mean, it's a cold world, KR. It's a cold. And maybe
I hope she paid for a lawyer and she doesn't have a public defender.
Yeah, with the 22 million, she paid
what
herself.
22 million? I don't have any millions.
I don't know.
What 22 million? She will probably say they'll get to the prosecutor. What 22 million? What?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
no, no,
yeah.
no, no. It's not real. It's not
Yeah.
real. Those are 22 million coins that are now worthless.
Mm.
Don't look at my bank account. Oh, no, wait a second. No, no, I don't. No, no.
Yeah. So I think, but she had to. She has to have some money because well, how else can you pay your lawyers? So,
Hey, man.
but yeah, I think that that's interesting to see, and maybe that's what SBF was thinking as well. It was like, yeah, maybe, I can't protect myself, but I can still try to bring other people down with me, even if it's for like a couple of years, whatever the case may be. So it's that's interesting.
It is crazy. It is crazy. At the end of the day, we will keep track of this. Guys, let us know if you want us to cover a full show or just small bits. We will keep track of this because when October comes, we might be live streaming as we watch Gary Wang, Caroline Ellison, or anyone sitting on that court seat and wiggling their fingers while saying,
I've seen him do it.
we want to see that live and cover it live for you guys. Anyway, RJ, any
Yes.
closing words? Anything else you want to add to this quagmire of 3 situations?
Yes. No. Well, it's we've covered in this show. We've covered Kevin Costner. We've covered
Carlee
Carlee
Russell,
Russell, and we've covered SBF/FTX. All 3 of these stories are basically follow-ups. They're just updates on the recent developments. Because I mean SBF, I mean the SBF FTX, we've talked about it. That was one of the first shows, and we had
one of the
multiple
first series, actually.
one of the first series, yes, that we have. So that's why, as KaiR mentioned, we have like 60 plus videos on this topic. But what you can see at the end of the day, what we always say here on the Double Touch Show, we believe in accountability. If you do something wrong, you should be punished for it. Doesn't matter what your ethnicity is. Doesn't matter what gender you have, or nowadays what you identify with. If you do something wrong, you need to be put under the jail, depending on what the gravity, of course, of your wrongdoing. You want to end what?
You said you should. What if I identify as someone that shouldn't go to jail?
Well, then you'd need to find a way. What do they say? It's like that. Oh, then you'd be identified as a prisoner, as a free man trapped inside a prisoner's body.
Holy sh- Guys, it's time to go. It's time to go. If you didn't catch that one, you're never gonna catch it. Yo, that one was wild. This
Guys,
boy is wilding out. Hey, where's my
yeah, let us know
crowd?
what you thought of today's show. We covered 3 shows today. Let us know your leave your comments and topics. Really appreciate it every time you guys share with us your thoughts and opinions. With that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in to today's show. Whatever your thoughts are, please let us know in the comment section below. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button, share the video with your friends, your families, and don't forget to share with your enemies, of course. Leave a comment down below so we know what your thoughts are on the stories we discussed. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel. We want to reach 20 more subs this week. So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel, because by subscribing, you help us grow the channel, help us increase the production of our shows. As KaiR always says at the end of the show,
But I can only show you the door.
And if behind that door, you're a person that finds themselves thinking you're a free person trapped in a jailed person's body, don't forget, there is always a way to find your freedom. As they say, the dog flies. Find
man.
yourself a manual, like a person I cannot name, called Jeffrey, found him a manual and went for freedom. Allegedly.
try to do it to a Kanye song. He has a track. One glad morning, when this life is over,
Ice Cube.
I'll fly away. Guys, let's have a
Where are we going? Guys,
conversation.
It's time to
Let's
go.
have a
It's
healthy
time to go.
conversation in the comment section down below. We'll see each other in the next one. It's been a
Oh
pleasure.
my
Until
God.
next time.
It's crazy. Peace.
Peace.